On this episode, we're spending a full day exploring Universal's epic universe. Today's December 16th, 2025, and this is episode 830 of the Main Street Magic Podcast.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Main Street Magic. I'm your host, Jeremy Stein, and as always, I'm joined by my lovely wife, Rhonda.
Hey guys!
If you want to be part of the community and join the conversation, get the latest theme park news, as well as live streams from the parks and resorts, head to Facebook and search for the Main Street Magic community and ask to join.
Make sure you check us out on the web at mainstmagic.com, as well as follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at mainstmagic, and on TikTok at MSM Podcast.
Planning a trip to Disneyland or Walt Disney World can be overwhelming and at times just downright frustrating. But don't worry, because Mouse Dining removes the frustration of booking Disney dining reservations, alerting you when they spot availability for your desired restaurant, date, meal, and time. Visit msmfriends.com to use this free service.
And don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you can get brand new episodes every Tuesday and Friday.
Are you ready for your bucket list trip? Our trusted partner, MEI Travel, will handle the planning so you can focus on the memories. They offer free vacation planning services and have nearly 20 years of experience creating memorable vacations. Visit mainstmagic.com/travel for a fee-free, no-obligation quote today.
Well, once again, we're back. I do apologize. I guess this is where I need to know how to do things like edit and hit record / do anything on the computer that you do, Jeremy.
I think you could handle the hit record part.
I don't know if I could handle.
I'm pretty confident.
But I don't know if I could handle like trying to send it and anything.
Yeah.
Anyways, we missed because my poor, sweet, amazing husband got the flu.
Yeah. So it's crazy. We went 8 years. And we never technically missed an episode. Now, we had done some times where we got like things came up and we would do like a rewind episode, or we'd fill the slot and we'd figure it out. But now we've missed 3 in the past month. So that's the way things go.
To be fair, in the past 8 years, I don't know that you've truly had the flu, because when we girls had it, you never got it.
Yeah,
I remember that.
I've been very lucky. Until 4 days ago.
Yeah. So I would say in the past 8 years, we have not, praised Jesus, had a parent pass away, except now, unfortunately.
Yep.
And I don't think you've had a flu ever.
No. So this is what it's like. 10 out of 10 do not recommend. And yeah, so I've been laid up in bed for 4 days, pretty much. Slowly back on the mend. We are recording on Sunday like we normally do for Tuesday, but of course we had to miss Friday.
And I'm going to try to do most of the talking so Jeremy does not have to.
Because it sounds like this.
Well, and he's just exhausted. Like everything has taken everything out of him, and I can see it, and it's hard.
So weird how doing nothing can be so exhausting. You know what I mean?
Well,
but no, but I'm lucky. I'm not going to sit here and complain. I've certainly put the in sickness part of our vows to the test, so I appreciate you. I think if we could go back almost 20 years at that part, you'd be like, hold on, the year is 2025. Do I want to agree to this one? Because this guy's a pain in the butt.
No, it's just hard. Because I'm not used to it. I mean, clearly. And seriously, in the past 8 years, I don't think you've ever had.
I've never been this sick.
This sick ever?
Yeah, I haven't been this sick since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me, as dumb as it sounds, outside of being sick, which stinks. The mental aspect of doing nothing for multiple days in a row, physically and mentally, is very daunting. I don't care for it. I mean, when I'm at a point where I just stare at the home screen of the TV because I'm so tired of watching things.
That was really weird to hear yesterday, by the way.
I'm like, yeah.
He literally says, I'm tired of watching TV. And I'm like, what?
It's like, dang, man. But I'll get back. And it's one of those things that, oddly enough, it makes you appreciate your health when it is good. Since there's certainly so many people that fight things daily, and sicknesses and all that stuff. So, joking aside, I will be better here in a day or so, and that is wonderful, and I'm very thankful for that. So we are going to talk about Epic Universe today.
Yes, we are.
I guess the best we can, would you say?
Yeah,
How do we want to approach it?
So we're going to go ahead and talk about it, and we're going to talk about our experience and what we did for you, maybe not to do. I don't know. It is a situation where we didn't have a plan, but this is our experience. We are going to take this, and you can do with it what you will. But I will say there are, please go out and search. There are places that will, websites and stuff that will tell you what the best case for it is. We stayed at Helios Grand, which I know y'all knew that because we already did that episode. So we were doing for early entry. Early entry, from what we saw, and we'll know, is for sure the Nintendo world is completely open. And there's a lot of other things open, but a lot of people go for that. There has been talk that we were trying to figure out with the Harry Potter Ministry of Magic one. So according to Universal, early entry is 9, but Ministry of Magic does not open until 10. It is not part of the early entry, but there was word that sometimes it will. Give or take 9:30, 9:45, something like that. So we thought that would be our best bet. So we headed straight there that morning.
Because when you think about, Super Nintendo World, every other resort that has early entry is coming in that front gate.
Correct.
And your first stop on the left is Super Nintendo World.
Yes.
So it makes sense, and everything's open. It makes sense that that's where most people are going to go.
Yes.
Coming in from Helios.
And going back to that, that's really neat going into it, because I don't think we didn't talk about like that neat little section. So, you know how earlier we were talking last episode where everything is all together. Well, right on the other side of the market in Helios is your security.
Oh, yeah.
And
good point of getting into the park.
Entrance to, and I say grand, but entrance going into the park. And it's right next to the Chinese restaurant. And then if you head to your left, that's when you go, and Dark Universe is to the right. And then obviously if you head to the left, that is where Harry Potter World is. So that's what we did. We had a little bit with Alexia getting in, trying to get through, but it was such a smooth, quick process, just like anything else going through security. It's the same thing. You put your stuff in the bin, you walk through, it's a very small section, which is really cool. You turn the corner and then you show your ticket, and they go, and you just go through these doors and then head off to the left.
I actually really love where the facial recognition has come for the scanning in here, because most of the time, like, it worked very well for us, it's tied to your ticket and everything,
right?
So they scan your face and that's your ticket. It's it's the same thing that the airports are doing now.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Which again is just super cool. I mean, it's just that one extra level that they've kind of taken out to make things a little bit smoother. Doesn't always go to plan, but I do like that portion of it. And then it was, we were tasked. You always come to a fork in the road, right?
Yes.
And sometimes you head one way, and you got to figure out how far you'd get down that road, that you either turn around or you just keep going. So once we headed over and got in for Ministry of Magic, because they're letting people get in the queue.
They sure were.
At 9 a.m. They are loading them in. There's a point where you just go, well, you know what? There's no point in turning back now and trying anything else.
Correct.
We're just going to commit to this. And our thought was, even if this ride did not open until 10 a.m. when it's supposed to, and let's just say we were walking off of it 10:30, 10:45. One of the biggest things we want to do, and one of the hardest rides to accomplish while you're there, is done.
Correct.
So that was kind of our thought.
Yes.
And just say it's 11 a.m. Okay, whatever. We've got time. We have the entire day pretty much to make up for everything else.
Yes.
Why don't you share the queue of Ministry of Magic?
Yeah.
And how far we got until we no longer got.
Well, I don't remember where we got, but it was super freaking cool going through. I don't even know how to explain it. I mean, the grandness of what Universal does to me is just mind blowing.
Yeah.
To go into this like place that looked like fireplaces, and it's just, and you look up and it's just, I mean, I feel like, I can't even pretend to think the feet. I'm like 3 floors you can see up. I mean, it's just...
The scale's unbelievable.
It is. It really is. But it's super cool. You go through and then... And I'm really bad because I didn't see the...
We haven't seen Fantastic Beasts. Any of the Fantastic Beasts movies.
No.
And I'll tell you right now, for one, as we go through this stuff, you can hold your emails and social when we call things wrong or say things wrong right now.
Because that's all me.
Yeah. Well, we're running. We're both running on empty, and so we really want to talk about our individual experiences with the rides and the attractions and the things that we did. So I'm just kind of putting that out there. That's our little disclosure. Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
We say something wrong about Disney World, I want you to email me immediately and call me out on it, right?
Not with Universal.
Today's not the day for that.
Nope.
I will say right now, during this entire trip that we did, which is now spanning 3 episodes. This included, Jollywood Nights with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
This included Riverside. This included Helios Grand. This included all this different food. This included Epic Universe. I did not take a single note. I did not take a single video. I did not do a single piece of what I would consider work. And that was very intentional. Yeah. Because this was time with our family and our best friends who are family. And that was very, very important to me that's what the focus was on. Yeah. So now we are here, 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. It has now been 2 weeks since we did Epic Universe. Mm-hmm. So we are going everything off of memory, in very, very few notes. So I just want to put that out there as my little own disclosure, because it is already bothering me so much, and I'm trying to let go of it, that we have missed an episode, let alone 3 in the past month.
Well, there's very
as big... it is knowing that these notes are probably, not going to be up to par of what I personally like to put out in the world. So I just have to say my piece. That's all.
Okay.
Because that's me.
Well,
you're welcome, everyone.
I'm sure they understand. But anyway, so we got pretty far, what I felt like, but I have no idea. And then we stopped. And unfortunately, at this point, it was about 9:30. I do remember a lot of this in the beginning. And we started hearing a person over the intercom saying that it's not running.
Well, I'm pretty sure it was the teachers from Charlie Brown, first of all.
It was hard to understand. It was.
It was.
There was a ton of people talking. Yeah. So... Go ahead and to make a long 30-minute story short, we were trying to decide because we kept hearing it. And we're like, what do we think? Well, the ride wasn't supposed to open until 10. There were so many things. Like I said, to make a 30-minute story short, it did not open, and then it did not proceed to open until 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So moving on from that. We did not get to ride that. We got out of the line at 10 a.m. because we were like, we can't lose the rest of our day.
Right. Waiting for this with no idea when it may come up. And,
correct.
Just like everything, Universal's not dumping the queue at this point. They're going to hold it out as long as they can, because if they dump the queue they have to offer something to everyone that they're forcing out of the queue. So they're gonna let you make this decision on your own.
Yeah.
And so we made the decision on our own to leave the queue, knowing that we weren't going to walk out and be handed any sort of return time.
But with that being said, Jeremy did go and speak to the guest services at Universal. We were passing one on our way to Stardust Racers, which was only at this point a 25-minute wait, it said. So we stopped at the guest services counter that had a very nice team member that Jeremy spoke to. And
well, I just explained. I mean, there's no guarantees with anything. There's no reason they should hand us. I mean, this is the chance we took.
Yes.
Getting in line. But I just stopped and just said, hey, just out of curiosity, not sure if there's anything you can do. You know, we specifically booked Helios Grand for early entry to get access to ministry. And that's not a lie.
Correct.
I mean, that really is kind of a lot of the reason. Now, obviously, we wanted to stay at Helios Grand and we wanted to do, I mean, all of that plays together. But we were just nice about it. And, you know, she was so kind and handed us 8, because there were 8 of us in the party, checked all our tickets. Everybody was there. We make sure that everyone was there to scan their ticket, you know, and she was so kind to give us 8 paper express passes to return at any time to any ride in the park or ministry once it opened back up.
yes.
So that's how that went. So we had these paper fast passes, and in our minds we're thinking, all right, we're going to wait till ministry opens. When it opens and we get notification, we will head back and we will ride it. We've got our express passes now. You know, we already had waited an hour. So whatever else we have to wait, it's probably just going to equal out to whatever it would have been if it had opened at 10 anyway, I figured. So so then we moved on to Stardust Racers.
Yes, we did, which had only still like a 25-minute wait. And then I don't know what was going on with us, or if it's when we're with the Bensons, but things like to break down, I feel like. So we were in line and everything was going very smoothly up until right before, and they had to take I'd say a 15-minute break, and they ran a few.
You had to run a whole bunch of cars
through with nobody on it, and then we finally got on.
Yeah.
This was a
did
really
you like Stardust
fun
Racers?
ride.
Yeah, so we did the yellow side this time. We rode the yellow side.
Yes. It was really fun. It is that style to me, like Velocicoaster, where it goes over, and I love when he comes by and like pushes down a little harder. The lap bar, thank you. Yeah.
People can't see you.
I know.
Yeah. The visuals are wonderful for me, though. I really do appreciate them.
So it was really funny because I do like that, because those things go upside down and I don't want to fall out. So
this does a lot more than go upside down. Holy moly.
This was a long ride.
Yeah, it really is. I don't know the length on this thing, but it feels like it goes forever, like in all the best ways.
Yeah,
I think
that's good. It was good.
It is intense. It is fun. At this moment of riding it, for me personally, I'd still put Velocicoaster on top because of the overall theming. This is the point where you really, because there really isn't theming. You know, you're just in a wide open coaster.
Right.
Now they are racing, which is such a cool aspect of it.
That is cool.
You know, and I absolutely love this coaster. It was one where, and this doesn't happen to me a lot, I'm in line and my stomach is turning a little bit. Like, I'm nervous for it.
Yeah.
You know, and then you see a big group in front of us. I mean, I guess they were teenagers, right? I mean, there's a kid on there before it takes off, just physically sobbing before the ride even started.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
But I loved it. This coaster was outstanding.
Yeah.
So
It was
much fun.
a lot of fun. Lacey was very nervous too. And then it was really hard because we're like, we've never ridden this either.
Yeah.
So it was funny, but,
Well, let's do this, because otherwise this is gonna turn into a huge mess.
okay.
Of trying to recount our day, because again, from here we did go to Isle of Burke, and we were going to go over there and we were going to see what we could accomplish there. Now again, we're not trying to we can wrap up our thoughts at the end about what we think may or may not work. But I think what might be best is if we go through each of the worlds and we talk about the attractions.
Yeah.
Instead, right? We'll talk about what we did for lunch because it's really the only meal we had.
Yes.
And then we'll kind of just close out. Do you think that's
that's
fair enough? I think is the best way to probably do it. So Stardust Racers, right there in Celestial Park. Of course, the Constellation Carousel. There are very, very few rides that we did not get to accomplish this day. This was one of them.
Yes, it was.
But we did it during the preview.
Yes.
And we loved it.
Yes.
If you want to, turn your nose up at a carousel, this isn't the one to do it at. This
I
is
wanted
actually
the
a lot
kids
of
to
fun.
ride it too.
I did too. Yeah.
That's okay.
It's a lot of fun.
It is.
We really, really love this.
Yes, we did.
All right, let's move into Super Nintendo World.
Yes, because that's where we ended up going because everybody really wanted to go. I love going into the warp tube.
Oh my God, it's the
Going
this is the best world to
into
enter.
the world is just quite amazing. I'm not gonna lie, I was watching the children's faces, and I was a little disappointed that they weren't like, "Oh my God, this is so cool!"
They're
now,
teenagers.
when we did walk through, and like after we got out of the warp tube and walked into, it was pretty cool because they were like, "Okay, this is really cool."
Yeah.
So we went over to do Mine Cart Madness, which is the Donkey Kong theme Mine Cart coaster.
Okay, I will say one thing just that we do have to discuss about this part. So, first of all, when you buy your tickets for Epic, get Express Pass. I would just say. If you only have one day, I do think Express Pass is a must.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have an opportunity to do all the attractions, but there's a lot more else to do. As we go through this, the reason we're only going to really talk about attractions is that that's all there's time to do.
Right.
Because you spend a lot of time waiting in line. Right? So, around 3 p.m. is when Ministry opened for the first time that day.
Yeah.
So, Rob and Tina, they needed to leave because they had to go home. They had to get their dogs out of their doggy daycare stuff.
And Rob
they had to
had
leave
to
by
go
about
out of
4.
town.
And Rob had to leave, go out of town the next day. Right? Another portion of the group was going to leave around 6. And then we decided Kaylin and I were going to stay pretty much till almost close of park.
Right.
So we said, okay, we need to go do Ministry now that it's reopened. So we went ahead, we head over there. We skipped over, I might say. Super excited because we have our Express Pass. We have our return. Now, I understand you're going to have half a day's worth of Express Pass that you now have to get in line with. Here's what I think is absolutely ridiculous, is that they open the standby. I don't think there's any reason to open the standby, and you should not open the standby all day.
I agree.
And I'm not even talking about us. We could have gotten over there, showed them a ticketed Express Pass, and they could have been like, forget you guys. All these other people actually paid for Express Pass. You know what I mean? Like, you don't even get... I'd have been like, okay, whatever. But we were lucky because we had this free Express Pass. We didn't truly have a right to return. You have all these people that do. And what was the wait time for Express Pass return? Because standby is also now open.
2 hours.
Over 2 hours.
And I did have a client that I was messaging that I was hopeful to run into. We just never did. She actually got in the line at 3:15, shockingly, and she had no return pass. She had nothing.
She did standby.
She did standby. And I told Lacey on our way home, because we were in the car on the way home at 6:15, I will message her because this would have been 3 hours.
Yeah.
And she actually wrote me back, and they were on their way home. So, and I can't remember when she said they got on the ride, but it was before the 3 hour mark. But it was right around there.
Yeah.
2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 45 minutes. So and no offense to her by any means, but I completely agree with you, because at this point, being 3 p.m., they dumped the queue, for one.
Right.
For two.
Yeah, it's not like people have been standing in the queue since 9 a.m.
Right.
when we were there.
You still have people that literally paid for them, and then the dumped queue. Once you run through that, then I would say open standby.
I agree.
And I would actually say let all of us go through standby so you can see everything.
Yeah.
Close it off and then
or maybe you don't open standby for that day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, another thing, I think it's pretty amazing. You know, they're already hearing rumors and stuff about the expansion pads and all for Epic Universe, and
you get this
know
right
what's
first.
coming next. Yeah, get this thing right first.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, I'll be honest at this point because we did not ride it. Obviously,
We did not.
We'll kind of tell you why what we decided instead. But you know, at this point, I don't even care. I really don't. I don't even care that much about it.
I did ask them, was it worth it? And the parents were like, no.
Yeah.
But the kid was happy.
Good.
And there is a single rider, which I would be inclined to try because the way the seats are, my guy friend explained to me that I was like, all right, I might could try that.
Yeah.
So
maybe next time. But
maybe.
The reason I bring that up now is knowing that Rob and Tina had to leave, you know, we certainly weren't going to wait over 2 hours in Express. It was definitely not worth it, and they couldn't. So we instead decided to go and use our paper Express pass at Minecart Madness.
Yes, we did.
We went through and they said, hey, have your Express pass out. This guy up here will scan it. And then he said, this guy up here will scan it. And they said, this guy up here will scan it. And then they said, at the ride, they will scan it. Nobody ever scanned it.
Mm-mm.
So spoiler alert, we got to use, nobody took our paper Express pass, and we were also able to use it on Mario Kart.
Yes.
And I say that because when you hear about everything we did accomplish, which was quite a bit, we really did great. Mm-hmm. You got to realize that a lot of that was because we probably took 2 hours minimum out of our wait times because we lucked out with this paper Express pass
100%.
thing. So that's not something normal you can plan on. So I just want to put that out there where you're going, man, you guys really crushed Super Nintendo World, which is not easy to do. You know, those wait times are pushing 60 to 75 plus for all of the rides all day long.
Yeah.
Minecart Madness, we can, you know, people, if you go back and listen to our preview episode, you'll hear our thoughts, but if you want to retouch on our thoughts and then what the kids and all thought.
I started to say, I feel like...
sit over here and try not to die.
I started to say, I don't feel like I need to talk about ours thoughts as, again, our nice mid-40s. I do not personally like this ride, but the kids absolutely loved it.
No, Minecart Madness we're talking about, not Mario Kart.
Yeah, they loved it. They thought it was so fun. I thought all of them did.
On Minecart Madness?
Yes.
Which kids did you talk to? They thought it was jerky. They thought all the same things we thought.
Oh, I thought like Lacey thought it was really fun and enjoyed it. And
that was Mario Kart. Yeah, they did not care for it.
Okay.
It's jerky. You can see the entire ride system, which breaks the illusion. I think it's such a great ride in theory. I just don't think the execution is good.
Yeah.
And they thought the same thing.
Oh, then maybe I am getting it confused.
So let's move on to Mario Kart, which we have not enjoyed. None of you, myself, or Tina, we all thought that it was awful. That, again, in theory is great. Execution, not so good. That the headsets, the augmented reality don't work well. I actually rode this time without the glasses on and didn't play the game just so I could see the physical set pieces because they're stunning.
Yeah.
They're absolutely beautiful. So at the end of it, then we get off and all the kids were in one car behind us.
Right.
And we get off and I'm like, so guys, what'd you think? And they all loved it.
Yeah.
They absolutely loved it.
Yeah, they did.
So that's who that ride's made for.
Yeah. Which is great. That is what, you know.
It was.
That's great. That's what we want.
And I enjoyed, I have to say, man, like I almost wish that there was some way this had kind of two options because without the glasses, to see the physical set pieces, they really are just unbelievable.
Yeah.
They're so well done. The details, the use of mixed media and screens, and it's just, it blows my mind.
Yeah.
I just personally think when you have to slap the augmented reality glasses on, it just blurs that illusion in a way. Like it's just not good.
Yeah,
But the
I'll
kids
agree.
absolutely loves everything of it. Also, even with Express Pass on that, this ride is miserable to wait for.
Yeah.
Like, you know, every turn is like, oh, you're in a little pre-show room, stepping on the ride. Nope. We got stairs. We got, you know, more stairs. We got more, like, it's freaking nuts. Let's talk about Yoshi's Adventure, because we did not do that last time. We did it this time.
Yes.
And now I think we know why we did not do it last time.
Well, it's super cute, and it looks like a little kid ride, but cute.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. It's just a nice little dark ride / outside ride. Like, just go ride.
Little being the key word. This thing is so short.
Yeah.
For the wait times that you're putting into it.
Yeah, I agree.
It's needed, obviously.
Yeah.
You know, and on a park that doesn't have a lot of rides, and a lot of things technically to do in the attraction, you know, section of it. They need stuff like this. I don't think it eats people as much as it could or should, maybe.
Or should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it is very, very short. It's very anticlimactic, I
yes,
think.
it is. And then it looks like a little game that you can play, and I was so confused, and it just
I didn't understand
work.
the egg thing.
Yeah.
You like push a yellow or a gold egg button when you see a gold egg, but the button didn't really push. And then in the end, you just get the egg anyway. So I didn't understand. I mean, it was cute, but that was pretty much about it. Let's talk about How to Train Your Dragon and Isle of Berk.
Okay.
Hiccup Swing Gliders.
Yes. Which is the coaster flying over the Viking rooftops where you see Hiccup and Toothless. And it's super cute. I love it again.
So good.
The only thing I will say that I do not like, and I don't know how to sit, is, and even it did it on Lacey because me and her rode together, the seat, what do you call it? Safety lap thing. I don't know why on us, but it cuts into our legs.
Oh.
Like it hurts. Like it sucks. And I'm not liking that. I don't know again how to sit. I even tried not to pull it down very hard, but then while you're riding, it kind of goes down a little more. But other than that, it's still a great ride. The kids absolutely loved it.
It's such a perfect coaster. Like it's, you know, it's got a good amount of intensity, but I think it's still kind of for everyone that can do these style coasters. Little bit Hagrid's like in some of the areas, and you know the stops and the starts and the pullbacks and the story it tells. It's so good. Like when I think of it, like it may be almost one of the best overall rides there. Like you know what I mean? Like again, it's not one that I would say is potentially my favorite, but it's just so good and so perfectly well done.
And I just love the Isle of Berk too, which is super cool. And the kids really did too. And later we rode, we did not do Fire Drill, which is the interactive water action. Fire Drill. Interactive water action boat ride.
Because nobody but me wanted to do it.
Well, we know
nobody
Universal.
wanted to get wet. So,
and
which I get.
It's not just wet, it's soaking wet.
I know. I still would have done it.
Plus it was a little on the like nice side, and then I just didn't want to ride home wet. But we did do the Dragon Racers Rally. Then this is a interactive flying dragon ride, and you get in these seats, and you can control them, the wings, kind of.
So they say.
I mean, I was scared at first because I didn't want to flip over.
Yeah.
You can.
Yeah, you can barrel roll on them
if you know how.
Right.
You do have to apparently throw yourself, but
it really comes down to physics at that point. Like I think you really have to know the exact moments to turn the wings, to put your body weight into it while the whole like ride is turning. So I don't think it's an easy task, which is a good thing. Yeah, you don't need people just spinning in circles on that thing. You'd have cleanup crews all the time.
Right, and that's what would make me nervous. But
it was a lot of fun.
It was, and I started playing with the wings a little bit, and it made me like scream quite a bit because I was like, oh god. But it was super fun. And this was when Rob and Tina were gone, and we had the children, and the kids loved this.
They did.
This was super fun.
It was a lot of fun. So let's talk about the show.
I am super excited. We did sit down to watch this, and Rob and Tina was with us for this. And this is the Untrainable Dragon. So this is live Viking and dragon stage show. So you've got music and characters, large set pieces, And spoiler alert, a flying dragon.
Dude.
That was the cool, like, it is so cool. And there's some fog effects. So, like, they say stuff like if you're allergic or anything like that. But because, I mean, you got to pretend you're in the clouds. And this was absolutely incredible to me. I will look forward to go back and see this again.
Yeah, I had kept a lot of Epic Universe kind of away from me, so some of these surprises would stay hidden. And I knew that Toothless and Hiccup flew over the crowd.
Oh, you did?
I'd seen still photos. I'd not seen the video purposely.
I did
and
not.
when it happens, it nothing can prepare you for
It's so
it.
cool.
I really thought we were going to get a Toothless coming above us, and then it'd go, oh, let's land on the stage. We're done. This thing flies over the entire crowd, back and forth, lands on the stage. Hiccup gets off of Toothless, and then Toothless flies back. It's just
It is
all
really
in
cool.
like full size. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
And our buddy Zach reminded me of this because I'll talk about the show over in Harry Potter a little bit later that Kaylin and I got to saw after everybody left. These shows came out, and I understand that the villain show over at DHS is most likely a temporary solution.
Yeah.
And it's a wonderful show.
Yeah.
But it came out the same time as this. That blows your mind. Because this show is so
It's
good.
so good.
And again, I kept saying it about Halloween Horror Nights this year. Universal did not hold back.
Yeah.
They did not hold back in anything in Epic Universe. Like, I know that there's cut corners. There always are. I wouldn't be able to pick out a single one anywhere because everything they've done is truly epic. And to the largest scale I think they could figure out.
I agree.
And it's unbelievable. If you think you're the type that doesn't like shows, go see this
so
show.
Good. It's so
I
good.
think you will really, really be impressed with this thing.
There are characters encounters with Hiccup, Astrid, and Toothless. The girls kind of wanted to step in that, but it wasn't our weight.
Yeah, because I wanted to make Hiccup because he's hot. Or whatever they're calling him now.
Anyways,
Yeah.
the point is that we did not, but we did see, and it does look really cool. Like, so.
Yeah, that's, here's our thing with everything as far as this goes is that, Epic's not going anywhere. And as we just said, all they're going to do is continue to expand. So we know that we have the opportunity to come back. We're really waiting to see what the future holds as far as annual passes or, more affordable ways to go.
Right.
Because
Or
I can,
Express Pass included with Helios.
right. Because I can tell you right now, we had fun when you and Tina and I went for the preview.
Yes.
And I know we'd have a lot of fun if the two of us and Rob and Tina just went, or we went with just, adult friends. Every time I go to Epic, I want to go with my kids. Like I really do. And so now we're looking at, times 4. And then when they start obviously wanting friends and boyfriends to come. So it's not an inexpensive day right now. But it's something that I want to do more with them. So we will continue to do that as we can. But Dark Universe, I think, was what I was most excited for because of Kaylin.
Yes.
Why don't you go into that? Because I'm close to losing it here.
Oh, no. Yeah, it was super cool walking into that and like watching her face and then just everything looking around. And then, there was a
Coffin.
thank you, coffin. I'm like, where you're dead. And what is that thing
I
called?
feel like I've been sleeping in one for 3 days.
So yeah, and she took a picture there, and then you have Igor walking around, which was really cool, holding a dead foot, or I guess the foot that
the foot is dead.
well, I guess it is dead.
He's trying to reanimate it.
Yeah.
But Cassidy was like touching it.
She was asking.
The-
he was a good one.
Oh my gosh, these I will say these character actors, especially in Dark Universe, whatever when they're giving out awards, give it to all these folks. They're outstanding. Like later, Kaylin and I got to meet the Invisible Man.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And same thing. He's just outstanding in their interaction, and the roaming characters are so perfect and well done. And I guess Invisible Man is like real cocky. I didn't really know that.
Oh, hi.
Because Kaylin, we walked by and she waved to him, and then we kept going, and she was like, nobody's there. I can probably go get a picture, right? I was like, yeah. So she walked up and was like, can I get a photo with you? And he said something kind of smart.
Oh, he spoke?
Then, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then I took the photo and I was like, oh, thank you, perfect. And he's like, I know I am. Like, it was that type of thing. It was funny.
That's funny.
He was good.
Almost like a Gaston type situation.
A little bit. Yeah,
That's
a little bit.
Funny. So obviously we went to ride Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein experiment, which is a motion theater dark ride with classic monster storytelling, which is amazing. This was only a 20-minute wait, give or take. And
why?
I don't know, but it did get up later during the
actually
day, which we were very surprised.
Yeah. But I mean, this averages 15-minute waits. Now the put through, I mean, again, it is a people eater.
It is.
And it runs.
I think, yes.
Really, really
It does.
well. I don't understand how. And
Thank God, though.
oh yeah, I mean, but ministry, all this talk about ministry. Who? This is the best ride this is the best ride here.
Yeah,
this is one of the
really
best
cool.
theme park rides I have ever done. In my opinion, it is the most impressive. Everything about it. Like, I am in awe. I mean, I've ridden it 4 times now, which is nothing.
Yeah.
And all of those 4 times, you're, again, which is nothing. I think you could ride it 1,000 times. You're noticing new things.
Yeah.
You're noticing new details.
Did y'all ride it after we left?
Did.
Okay.
Yeah. There's still a few slight questionable areas where you're like, oh, a folding chair. Okay, why is that? Like, there's that
funny.
one turn I wish they would fix, or just put a big black drape or something, or whatever it is. That one bothers me, but it is mind blowing.
Yeah.
And to see when Frankenstein walks out, to watch Kaylin's face was just the best.
Yeah, it was.
It was so good.
It was so cool. I will say in the pre-show where Igor is explaining and the arm is like,
Dude, that thing is nuts.
I will say that with 2 of the girls, Alexia and Lacey, having the not only anxiety but even motion sickness, Alexia gets. I did say, listen, when I saw this in the pre-show, I did have my patch on, but I was very scared that it was going to do that. And I was like, it does not do that.
Yeah, because that thing is like the super inflatable flailing arm guy.
Yeah,
Like, it's
it
nuts,
looked crazy. But it was super funny. And then thank God we got off and I was like, Lexi, you okay? And she was like, yeah.
Yeah.
And Lacey was okay too. And they enjoyed it, but I think this is Kaylin's universe, portal, and that was not the rest of the girls' universe, which is fine. They do have some character interactions besides the 2 that Jeremy said. They do have, I do believe, Bride of Frankenstein, which
Frankenstein.
we did not.
Kaylin and I saw him on the way out, and
Okay.
they just shut the line off.
Okay.
And Puppy Dog Eyes didn't let us in, because she wanted to see him so bad.
Aww.
So we did not get to, but they're really tucked away.
Yeah, I heard that.
So we didn't really see them, and and again, we didn't put a lot of planning into it as it shows. And there was purpose for that too, because we just wanted to enjoy the day with everyone. And I'll be honest, this was a day for like me and us too. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want to spend the entire day stressing trying to have 8 people have the perfect day.
Right.
And by not worrying about that, we had the perfect day.
It was great. It was really
You know what
great.
I mean?
Because y'all got to go later to Burning Blaze and get her a garlic pretzel.
The garlic steak. They call it, which is not a
So
steak
good.
like a meat, but it's
Right.
the garlic bread. It is absolutely delicious. So we got those. Those were great.
And then later, y'all got to ride the Curse of the Werewolf.
Yeah.
Which is something I did not get to ride the last time, but I mean, it's okay.
Yeah. I'll close with that.
Okay.
Because you guys all headed out a little after 6 after we finished up over in
Yes.
Super Nintendo World area.
Yes.
Kaylin and I went. We got our garlic steak. We did Monsters Unchained again. We then headed over to Stardust again.
Oh, that's right. Y'all got to ride it at night.
Decided we would do the green side.
Okay.
Tina loves the last row on Velocicoaster. We rode it once, And for me personally, front row, back row, you're like, oh yeah, I know it's a little something, something. That ride is a completely different ride in the front row and the back row on Velocicoaster.
Yeah.
It is so much more intense. So we're going to get on Stardust and we're going to do the green side. And we get put in the last row. And we're like, oh God. We're like, oh dear God. And Kaylin and I both are like, oh, I don't know if this is good. We're like, okay, let's do it. And it's nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Ride this ride at night.
Really?
Ride this ride on the green side. And if you can, do it in the last row. It, in my opinion, it kind of blows Velocicoaster away at this point.
Wow.
It is insane
That's
how different it can feel being in that row, being at night, doing the green side compared to the yellow side. What's so cool? So when you're on the yellow side, like we did at first, you're going over the green side on most of the crosses. Like when they kind of cross paths, you're going over.
Okay.
So you don't see them. You know what I mean? You're not like looking down under your cart.
Right.
But when you're on the green side, the yellow is coming over you. Mm-hmm. And when it is lit up at night and you're watching, I mean, first of all, it looks like it's about to hit you in ways because it was mind blowing.
That's awesome.
It was my favorite ride of the day at that point, doing it in that manner. If you ride it during the day, cool. Make sure you go back and ride it again at night.
Nice.
So from there, we went over and we decided, because we didn't make it earlier, to check out Cirque Arcanus, which that is how it is spelled. It is not Arcanus, by the way.
Oh.
It is Arcanus.
Okay.
And so this is the stage show inside this big magical circus tent. Now, in a true kind of like Harry Potter fashion, what they do here is so cool, because you go in the entrance of this little circus tent that looks like it's just been set up right in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
Looks very unassuming, very small.
Yeah.
But you go into basically another world, it feels like, because it's huge.
That's cool. I do wish, we looked a couple of times, and I do wish that we could have seen this, but the times we went, they were next showing, so it'd be an hour or so.
Yeah, we were just missing the cutoff and all. So, well, first we got some macaroons and we got some cotton candy. Cotton candy's outstanding in the little candy shop there in Harry Potter. So we had to wait a little bit in line, and you're in this part of the circus tent. You then walk into a pre-show area. Now, I will say this. I want to say our show is 7:15. The show that you're expecting is not starting at 7:15. And again, I say this because this is going to go a lot longer than you think it is if you're planning other stuff. Okay. So we go in 7:15. They actually start putting you into the pre-show closer to 7:20. Okay. We're in there for another 5 or 10 minutes. Then they do the pre-show. Then you go into the giant theater. So the real show, if you want to call it, didn't start till 7:45.
Wow.
So just something to note. But in the pre-show.
And then how long did that go for? From 7:45 to?
Probably after 8.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, it was probably another 20 minutes or something. So I mean, you're going to probably take out an hour of your time plus potential wait. Okay. But in the pre-show is magic. Like there, cool. I don't even know how to explain it. There's again, it's a wonderful combination of live actors, of physical set pieces, of screens. There are house elves that cool. Get this suitcase, and again, I don't know the Fantastic Beast lore and story, but it's this ringmaster Skinder. He's stealing Newt Scamader's suitcase of Beast and circus employee Gwendolyn, trying to save them. Nice. So like there's a part where a suitcase floats through the air, lands on a table, opens, and an entire human-sized beast climbs out of the suitcase. Wow. Now again, it's one of those, in theory, you understand how this works, but it's done so well that you suspend belief and you're literally just watching magic. That's cool. So then you go into the theater, and you're going to see this circus, and everybody sits. And they start a regular circus. And Kaylin and I are like, okay, if that's the magic we saw out there, I can't wait for the magic in here, right? You're not going to get any of it. They do a couple things. There's some people there's a guy with a bubble guy who does a bunch of bubble thingies. And then there's people come out, and they've got like these 3D cubes, and they're spinning stuff. And then basically all what kind of breaks loose. But the entire stage, as you see it, rises to reveal another entire underground stage below it.
That's amazing.
And then that's where you start seeing these fantastic beasts and all. And again, it is so incredibly,
that is cool.
amazingly done. We just want to see some magic. That was all. And we both agreed at the end, but it was outstanding. Do not miss this show.
Yeah.
From there, we were like, all right, we're going to probably close out the night. We're going to go over. We want to do Curse of the Werewolf. So we headed back over to Dark Universe. It said 45 minutes, and basically whatever it said all day is what it was. So I'm like, hey, it's the end of the day. If instead of 45 minutes, this is 25 minutes, that would just be really good. We'll get out of here at a decent enough time. We got a 2-hour drive home. I can do that. Like, that would be cool if it takes 25 minutes. So funny enough, we were talking earlier about wait times and how they measure them. And we're like, well, Disney, man, remember they'd hand you the red card?
Oh, yeah.
So we go to walk into Curse of the Werewolf, and a team member hands Kaylin the card to track the time.
That's cool.
So it ended up being 25 minutes.
Nice.
Right before we're getting on, this couple in front of us from Missouri, the woman was very nervous, very anxious. Might have had a couple drinks. I'm not 100% sure. Seemed like it. But she turned around and she just goes, y'all seem like nice people. So where are you from? Like, we've been waiting for 20 minutes. There's only a couple minutes left to go till the ride. And she decides to start talking to us. So I could tell, because I'm a very anxious talker. And she's like, I haven't ridden a roller coaster in like 15 years. And I'll be honest, I know nothing about this coaster other than I know that it can do 360 turns. So from my understanding, it's not a super long coaster. It is a little bit more family friendly in that sense. So I'm like, well, from what I've heard, I think you'll be great on this coaster and all. So we chat with her for a little bit, and they're kind of funny. We go get in. We're going to be in the same coaster car as them. So these coaster cars are not, they're 4 per person in the car, but they're not both facing forward. They're back to back. So it's 2 and 2 back to back. So we get in it, and this sucker shoots off. It goes forward, it goes backwards, it spins 360, it goes all this stuff. The entire time, this woman is screaming at the top of her lungs. 90% of words I can't repeat on a family show.
No.
And she is screaming, and Kaylin and I are just dying laughing. So we get to the end, and it stops, and she's like out of breath and huffing and puffing. And her husband is like, are you okay? And she goes, no. Yes. No. Yes, that was awesome. It was so much fun.
Good.
I think it ended up being Kaylin's possibly favorite ride of the day.
Wow.
It was very unassuming and unexpected. It was a blast. I loved it.
That's great.
And then we headed out, and we drove our way home and stopped at Taco Bell.
Well, we left around 6, which I was very happy. Cassidy was wanting to leave, and Lacey her anxiety was stressing her out, and she wanted to leave too. And then I thought, I got to work at 8:30. I'm just going to go ahead and go with them and let y'all two go. So we got Cassidy a Coke, and at one point girls were sleeping, and I looked at her and I was like, Cassidy, are you okay? And she was like, yeah. So, yeah. So we got home, and Lacey and I had Whataburger, and then basically went to bed.
Yeah. Yeah. It was a really good day. And again, when it comes down to it, we didn't do fire drill.
And speaking
we didn't
of
do the carousel.
Food, let's go back and talk about the food.
But I mean, that was it attraction wise.
Yeah.
When you combine everything. Now I know you guys left a little early, so you didn't get to do some of the things, and Robertina didn't. But, I do think it's a very doable park.
Yeah.
Without Express Pass in one day, the problem is we didn't get to enjoy really any food. We'll talk about the food we did enjoy. We didn't get to really just shop.
Characters.
We didn't get to do characters, so you really it's one of those, I would almost treat a day at Epic the same way we treat the Halloween party, Halloween horror, like the after hours stuff, where you really do have to prioritize what you want to do and focus on that, because you can't do it all.
Right.
So I do think that it becomes a multi-day park without Express. Yeah. But if you can do Express, I think it is very doable in one day.
Yeah.
And not to say you're not going to want to do 2 days and ride everything twice. I'm just saying, if your goal is to accomplish Epic Universe, you either need 2 days no express in a plan, or I think 1 day in express. We had a listener, they were actually going this past Thursday, and she had messaged me and said, "Oh, I see your Epic Universe, episode's not supposed to come out till Friday." Well, one, joke's on you, it didn't. But I was like, well, I'm going to give her some tips of what I thought, and she said, we have Express Pass, and I was like,
never mind.
I don't really need to give you any tips.
You're good.
You're good. You really are.
Yep.
Talk about what we did eat, because we actually only sat down for one meal, and it was a good one. Yeah,
so we went to the Meteor Astropub, which is really cool because this reminded me of, I guess, like the Isle of Burke, where you go in, you sit down, you scan so it's like a quick service, sit down. It's great because you sit down. I do too.
I love this.
I do too. You sit down at a table. We actually set the kids separately at a different table. But you scan the QR, you order it, and you don't move from your table, and they bring it to your table. It was fantastic.
It's this mashup of table service and quick service using mobile order. Yep. And I wish that it does, from our experiences, it's been awesome at Epic Universe.
100%. They should do this everywhere,
Agreed.
I feel like.
Agreed.
So with that being said, we got the spicy grilled chicken sandwich, which is $17.99. This is Calabrian chili and Italian herb marinated chicken, mozzarella, basil pesto, arugula on a brioche bun. This thing was fantastic. It's funny because we only got 2 things across the menu because this is exactly what Rob and Tina got.
Yep.
And me and Jeremy got, and we both split. And then the children got chicken and waffles, and they got 2 of them. For $16.99. This is crispy buttermilk chicken thigh, whiskey bacon jam, spiced maple syrup on a Liège waffle. And the kids loved it. I did not taste it, but Tina did. Said it was
tiny bite.
Very good.
Yeah, very good. I loved this sandwich.
Yeah. French fries were great.
Yeah, for a quick service theme park sandwich, it was different. I loved it. I thought it was great. I would get this again for sure. I'm really excited to go back to Epic Universe and eat some freaking food. Yeah. Because there's a lot of it.
Yeah.
I want to experience it.
Yep. But that is all the food we have. And like we said, we had Whataburger and Taco Bell on the end.
Yeah.
But
it was a great day though.
It was.
And I can't wait to go back again and maybe have a plan or have the Express Pass or I would really love to do a Universal weekend. That is our family, and it's Rob and Tina and all, and do the multiple parks and actually do like a Universal trip.
That would be fun.
That would be a lot of fun. So maybe it's something we can look into for 2026. But for now, what do we got coming up? Hopefully on Friday.
Hopefully.
Hopefully
I just heard to say, just maybe throw up some prayers if y'all are praying, people.
Please don't say throw up.
Okay. But as long as I stay healthy, Lacey stays healthy, everybody stays healthy. Me, Jeremy, Lacey, and her little best friend, Alex, is going to go to Disney, and we are going to go to Epcot. I started to say Epic, but I was like Epcot, and do Festival of the Holidays.
Yep, we got some cookies to eat.
Get some cookies.
We got
Garden Grill to see Gary Sinise.
Finally, we're going to get to see Gary Sinise.
And then, because we have a little park hopper action, we are going to go over to Hollywood Studios so Lacey can see Taylor Swift's outfits over there. And Alex loves Epcot, so we're going to, hopefully get a few rides and stuff in. And then, we're just going to hopefully have a great day. And like I said, just if y'all are praying, people, because I got to work 3 days, and then
keep us healthy, folks.
Yes.
Keep them healthy. Yes. I've already been through the ringer.
But
thank you guys as always for your patience and stuff. the message and all, or they're so nice. We have the best folks ever that
Yes, we
listen
do.
to this podcast. And we appreciate all y'all very, very much. So yeah, next we will hopefully be bringing that to you, but you got to hit subscribe and you get the brand new episodes every single Tuesday and Friday, unless I get the plague. Go out to our website at Main ST Magic, sign up for our email list, check out our shirts. Hopefully we're bringing you our live stream on Thursday night. We will be bringing it to you. It'll be fun. So check us out on socials at Main ST Magic Thursday night at 8 p.m. We will be streaming to all of those. And I hear we're having a special visit again from Santa Claus. People were asking if he's still French. I don't know. We're going to find out on Thursday night. Do not want to miss it. I will put out on Facebook. If you want to ask Santa some questions, you can submit those. And we'll see if he'll answer them Thursday night. I don't know. He's a pretty good dude, so we'll see. But again, thank you guys so much. Also, while you're out there, we would be so very thankful if you could please leave us a rating and review.
Because it'll help our show grow.
That's all we've got. And we'll see you real soon.
Jeremy and Rhonda are more than a little fond of Disney World, so they made this podcast to share it all with you. Reports and resorts, top 10 lists of all sorts, Main Street Magic's bringing it home for you.